and did 2 orange marks right here in the center, so I know where that goes, or how it was when I disconnected. I went ahead and marked up here on top of this cam on this side. I put the blue marks on top, and on this side, I put it on the face chain, so I know which side is which side. And also, I'm gonna jump back to orange. Right here, these are just some cheap markers I got at a Walmart. I forgot how much they cost, probably $1 or $2 a piece. And on here, let's see, I got blue right in here. I'm just gonna make something up right here where this line is. Alright, we'll do it like this. Right here where this line is, we'll go ahead and mark orange on top of here. At the center of that line, that's how I know where that goes. That's where it's at. And I can even mark in the middle, right on the actual sprocket. And on this side, I'm gonna do the same exact thing. Now I'm just doing it like this because there's only one way these can come out. This one, just, you know, choose your best way of remembering how it goes. You know what, I might do this one the same exact way. Hit it on top, hit the sprocket on top, and I know it's right next to this big line right here. That's how I know where that goes. But yeah, alright, let me finish up and we can get ahead. So, got the timing chains off. Went ahead and took all 8 of the head bolts out. Got my head off right here. And see, the pistons are real gunky. Look at that. Dirty. The head gasket is looking bad. I think that's why I was getting the air compression mixing with my coolant right in here. See how that is? Yeah, that's the cylinder that was misfiring, cylinder number 5. Alright, let's keep going. Okay, so I went ahead and cleaned off some of these pistons. I cleaned this whole side off. Cleaned the surrounding area. Basically used a grinding brush. But I did it lightly so I didn't mess up the surrounding parts. And I got as much carbon as I could off of the head. I didn't get it perfect, but I got it enough so that it'll still work and last a good amount of time. So I got the head gasket, I sprayed it with copper spray. And I'm gonna go ahead, I cleaned all the surrounding areas off on the head and on the block. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it on, tighten this side down, and then we'll start on that second side. I broke 2 head bolts off inside the engine block. The first one was easy to get out, the second one was hard. I had to take the head back off just to kind of use some needle nose and metal picks or whatever you want to call them to get it out. But I finally got both head gaskets on. I went ahead and sprayed them with copper spray just to, you know, ensure the durability and the quality and the heat resistance. So I just finished putting the cams back on and I cleaned everything out, you know, inside of here. On both sides, got the cam chains back on. I put it back where I marked it on each one. So now it's time to put the timing chain on and continue. Alright, so I've been taking my time and finally got the timing chain back on the correct way. I did it right the first time, but I just wanted to double check. So I went back and looked at a couple things and got on YouTube. YouTube shows you everything. And got the timing chain on correctly. Went ahead and put some lube on the timing cover. I'm about to rub it in, get it all evened out. And put the cover on, and I'm gonna leave it overnight, let it kind of dry up, and then tighten the bolts down tomorrow. And then I'll go ahead and do the oil pan and go ahead and start reconnecting the transmission. Put the torque converter and everything back in. Hook up those hoses. I should have all that stuff done tomorrow and should have it in the car tomorrow. Yeah, I'm about to go ahead and call it a night. Got all the covers. I got the timing cover, got the engine oil pan, oil casing or whatever you want to call it. And I basically just applied the gasket maker and gently tighten the bolts until I saw the gasket maker oozing out of the sides. Once I saw that, I just let it sit for about an hour, and then I retort the bolts to the specifications. And I let it dry 24 hours, and I went back and, did a little gentle tighten to all the bolts just to ensure that it is fully closed in and sealed. So now I just did it to the oil pan. I'm gonna wait an hour. In the meantime, I'm gonna start gathering some of these other parts and start putting them together. Then I'll go back and retort these bolts, get it hooked to the transmission, get it back in the car. To the transmission, and I just added a little fluid to the transmission. I need some more. I only added a quart. I probably lost about 2 quarts, but I'm gonna add the rest of it once I get the engine in here. It's getting a little cloudy outside, so I want to go in and try to get this engine in here before it starts raining again. So I'm gonna start jacking it up. Once I get it right in here, I'm gonna go ahead and add the exhaust manifolds back on each side, and then I'll lower it on into the position, connect everything, the drive shaft, the gear, the shift gear, whatever you call it. I can't think of the name right now. Yeah, I check back. Got to tighten up the mounts, hook up the exhaust pipes back at the bottom, start connecting everything, and I'll put it back together. All right, so I got the engine and transmission in here. Everything up under the bottom back connected, the exhaust, the transmission, everything. Back up top of here, I'm just adding stuff back on to the engine. I just put the alternator and the AC compressor back on. I got a brand new water pump on here. And I'm just moving some things out the way to reconnect these wires down here in the lower area first. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add the valve cover back on this side and work my way back above the top end area. All right, I'll check back in with top end up. Got the valve covers on. Injectors on. They will come on. I know it up there. All right, so I got the fuel injectors, the primary or the secondary. Actually, I think these are secondary. Got them on. I'm about to put the intake manifold and stuff on, get these other fuel injectors on here, and continue with the growth. All right, let's go. Next, we gotta put a condenser on for the AC, put the radiator in. I got the belt on, just need to tighten a couple bolts, plug some more things up, and get it cranked. Finished product, except for the bumper, body stuff. Got the engine, transmission, radiator, everything back in. I'm gonna go ahead and top it off with fluid. So I'm gonna go ahead and add some transmission fluid, add some coolant, add some oil, test it out and everything before I add any other antifreeze. I'm sorry, not antifreeze, any other Freon. And just going back right now, double checking that everything is properly connected. I'm gonna go ahead and add the battery back. I already replaced the fuel pump fuse. And double checking the belt, make sure everything's hooked up the right way, and that's it. I'll go ahead and get it cranked up and see how she's running. What is that? That might be that starter. Round 2. Yeah, you gotta get that gas back up in there. Electronic. We gonna come.
That sound like something rubber.
Success due to the starter. I blew the starter. Round 2 wasn't a success because the second starter that I bought needed a little more space in between. So basically I had to add some washers in between the bolts and the starter because the flywheel was hitting up against the starter. Round 3, we brought Showcase over here to take a look and see what happened. All right, go ahead. heat air in the coolant. Had a little oil leak. So I tightened the bolt to change the front seal, because the front seal I had accidentally split it by being a little too rough with it. Put in the harmonic balancer on. So now I'm gonna let it run and see what it do. It's just a little cooler, dropping down. So far, no leak. All this happened before this time. Alright, check back in to get some oil. Been running for about 25-30 minutes. Everything looking good. I had a little drip from a coolant, but I just tightened the hose up. This engine is fairly, I did it by myself. It's not the hardest, but it's not the easiest. It's a fairly hard engine. I got a couple lights I gotta get on. It's just, some little stuff I'm worried about later. I'm gonna go ahead and test it out, drive it, add some more coolant to it. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of myself. With the help of Nard Man right here.
I ain't did nothing.
He ain't do nothing but crank it up, but we need that. So you hear the fan coming on, so it's sucking the coolant in. GT back. So it's been like 2 weeks since I did the rebuild on the IS350, the 06. Got my son right here. He the only one that wanted to help me the whole time. Say what's up, bro. Yeah, what's up? So now I'm just gonna give y'all a little update, let y'all see how it's doing. After 2 weeks of driving, I haven't had any major issues. The only issues I had, I went ahead and changed my lower radiator hose, because that was one of the problems that caused the head gasket problem in the first place, because I was getting air inside of my coolant lines. So I'm just cranking it up. I got like 148,000 on here. I'm just let y'all hear how it sounds. See everything blowing out real cool and cold. Now, as you can see, sounding good. Sounding real good. Hang on a second. I'm gonna get my brother come out here and rev it up and let y'all hear it from behind. Yeah, door open, low tire, that's it. And up under the hood, see a few little spots from where the coolant started coming out. It was coming out of that lower radiator hose that I told y'all I changed. But now I'm just let y'all hear how it sounds. It's not overheating or nothing. I broke my alternator connector, but I went on eBay and found another connector for like $11. Ordered it, rewired. That's it. I mean, no problem. Go ahead. Wait to put some aftermarket exhaust on it. But y'all see, BK Motorsports GT, check him out.